Hey everyone, welcome back to Home Design. Imagine walking into a space where the sun-drenched, rustic elegance of the Italian coast meets the cozy, whimsical romance of an English countryside. It sounds like an unexpected pairing, doesn't it? Yet these two worlds blend together to create an atmosphere that feels incredibly grounded, timeless, and deeply comforting. Today, we are stripping away the cold minimalism of recent years to embrace a design movement that celebrates soul, history, and raw materials. We are completely transforming a standard kitchen and an overgrown backyard into a cohesive indoor-outdoor sanctuary. But this isn't just about changing paint colors or buying new pots. We are reimagining the architectural flow between your home and nature. Halfway through this video, I'm going to reveal one specific structural design feature, a hidden architectural element that completely erases the boundary between your kitchen counter and your garden beds. Trust me, it's a game changer you won't want to miss. Whether you have a sprawling estate or a compact suburban lot, this design philosophy is highly adaptable. It's all about creating spaces that invite you to slow down, bake a fresh loaf of sourdough, and look out at a view that feels like a living painting. Let's dive into the design blueprint. Part 1. The Design Philosophy. Why it works. To successfully merge Mediterranean design with cottagecore, we first need to understand their shared DNA. At their core, both styles reject perfectionism. They celebrate the beauty of imperfection, the passage of time, and materials that age gracefully, developing a rich patina over the years. Mediterranean style brings architectural strength. Think heavy stone, deep arches, and sun-baked tones like terracotta, ochre, and warm olive. It's an aesthetic born out of a necessity to stay cool in the blazing sun while maintaining a connection to the earth. Cottagecore, on the other hand, contributes layers of softness, vintage romance, and whimsical storytelling. It's all about open shelving, delicate floral patterns, weathered timber, and an abundance of collected, sentimental objects that make a house feel truly lived in. When you weave these two together, you get a beautiful balance. The Mediterranean elements prevent the cottagecore style from becoming too cluttered or overly sweet, while the cottagecore details soften the heavy, sometimes stark masonry of traditional Mediterranean architecture.
We call this hybrid the coastal pastoral. It's an aesthetic that feels both airy and incredibly cozy. It's a design language that values functionality but wraps it in poetry, ensuring your home feels less like a sterile showroom and more like a warm embrace.
Part 2. The Kitchen Architectural Foundations. The walls, embracing imperfect textures. We start our kitchen transformation with the most critical foundational element, the walls. Standard, flat drywall simply won't do for this aesthetic. We want walls that look like they have stories to tell, walls that catch the shifting afternoon light with subtle depth. To achieve this, we are applying a breathable, natural Limewash finish across the entire space. Limewash creates a soft, chalky, matte texture with beautiful tonal variations. We are opting for a warm, creamy alabaster hue rather than a stark, bright white. Structural arches and ceilings. Next, we are softening the harsh angles of the room. Architects use soft lines to evoke a sense of calm. If you have a standard rectangular doorway, consider rounding the top into a soft, sweeping arch. This mirrors the classic architecture found in Greece and Spain. Look up at your ceiling. To ground the kitchen and introduce that essential cottage warmth, we are installing exposed, rough-hewn wooden beams. These shouldn't look perfectly milled. We want timbers with visible grain, knots, and slight imperfections that tell a story. Flooring with soul. For the flooring, we are stepping away from modern porcelain tiles and opting for reclaimed French terracotta tiles. These tiles are naturally warm underfoot and feature organic variations in shade, ranging from soft peach to deep, earthy burnt orange. If terracotta feels too bold for your entire floor, a fantastic alternative is wide plank wire-brushed European white oak. The textured grain provides a rustic, tactile feel that beautifully anchors the lower third of the kitchen space. Part 3. The Kitchen, Cabinetry, and Curated Details. The evolution of cabinets. Instead of standard, seamless modern cabinets, we are designing shaker-style cabinetry with a historical twist. The perimeter cabinets will be painted in a muted, earthy sage green with a soft satin finish that allows the texture of the wood grain to peek through. To keep the kitchen feeling open, breezy, and authentically cottage-like, we are completely eliminating upper cabinets on the main wall. In their place, we are installing a single, thick shelf made from a reclaimed solid oak beam, supported by hand-forged iron brackets. True luxury lies in the objects we touch every single day. Choose hardware that reacts to the oils of your hands, developing a unique story over time. The material mix. On this open shelf, we display the functional art of daily life. Think handmade ceramic bowls, antique copper pots handed down through generations, and clear glass jars filled with grains and dried botanicals from the garden. For the countertops, we are bypassing polished quartz in favor of a honed, unpolished terracotta marble or a durable limestone. The matte, velvety texture feels incredible to touch and will develop a beautiful, historic character as you cook and live on it. Sinks and hardware. No Mediterranean cottage kitchen is complete without a deep, fireclay farmhouse apron sink. We are pairing this with a bridge faucet made of unlacquered brass. Over time, this metal will tarnish naturally, creating a gorgeous dark golden patina that looks effortlessly vintage. For the cabinet pulls and latches, we are mixing materials. We will use tumbled brass latches on the lower cupboards and small, hand-turned wooden knobs on the drawers. This mix feels casual and collected over time, rather than overly matched. Part 4, the mid-video reveal, the Transitional Hearth. Now, we have reached the heart of our design journey, and it's time to reveal the remarkable architectural feature I promised earlier. This is the single design element that ties this entire hybrid concept together, functioning as the ultimate bridge between indoors and outdoors. We have created the Transitional Living Hearth. Architecturally, this is a deep, arched masonry alcove built out of rough, lime-slurred stone. From the inside of the kitchen, it frames a beautiful, professional-grade range cooker, acting as a classic, cozy European hearth. But here is the magic trick. The back wall of this deep stone hearth features an integrated, counterweighted guillotine window made of heavy glass and dark wrought iron. With a gentle push, the entire glass back wall glides upward, disappearing completely into the masonry overhead. Suddenly, your indoor cooking station opens directly to the outdoor garden. The deep stone countertop now extends fluidly to the outside, transforming instantly into an open-air preparation bar and a social hub where guests can sit on the patio while you cook inside. Built directly into this shared indoor-outdoor stone countertop are recessed terracotta troughs. These troughs are planted with a living tapestry of fresh basil, thyme, and oregano, watered by a hidden, self-regulating irrigation system tucked beneath the stone. When you are inside cooking, you can pluck fresh herbs straight from the counter. When the window is up, the scent of the garden drifts directly into the kitchen, while the warmth of the stove radiates out toward the patio during cool spring evenings. This feature embodies the true spirit of both design worlds. It combines the heavy structural masonry of a Mediterranean estate with the whimsical, earth-connected functionality of a romantic countryside cottage. It turns cooking into an immersive, natural experience. Part 5. The Garden, Creating the Perfect Threshold. Designing the transition. Now that our kitchen completely opens up to the exterior, we must design the garden to feel like a natural extension of the indoor living space. The transition should feel gradual, romantic, and intentional, guiding your footsteps naturally. Directly outside the living hearth, we are laying down a sun-bleached cobblestone terrace. Instead of pouring a rigid concrete patio, these stones are set in a casual sand and gravel base, allowing tiny tufts of green moss and wild thyme to grow up between the cracks. Overhead structures. To shield this outdoor transition zone from the intense midday sun, we are constructing a rustic timber pergola overhead. The wooden posts are left rough and unfinished, designed to turn a beautiful silvery gray color as they are exposed to the elements. Over this pergola, we are training fast-growing wisteria and climbing white heritage roses. Within a couple of seasons, this creates a living canopy that filters the sunlight into a soft, dancing pattern, filling the air with an intoxicating fragrance. Defining the boundaries. To create that classic cottage sense of discovery, we are avoiding open, empty lawns. Instead, we are using low, dry-stacked stone walls to partition the garden into distinct rooms, each with its own unique purpose and mood. A small wrought iron gate, weathered and rusted just enough to look antique, punctuates one of these stone walls. Walking through this gate feels like stepping into a private secret world, a design trick used for centuries to make small gardens feel vast. Part 6. The Garden, Planting and Hardscaping. The Plant Palette. When selecting plants for a Mediterranean cottage garden, we look for varieties that offer both structural elegance and wild, unstructured romance. We want a landscape that feels lush, but doesn't require constant, fussy maintenance to look beautiful. Against the stone walls, we are planting structural Mediterranean stalwarts, gnarled olive trees in large terracotta pots, upright Italian cypresses, and massive mounds of silver-leafed culinary rosemary that release scent whenever you brush past them. Water and sound. To elevate the sensory experience of the garden, we are installing a central water feature. Rather than a modern splashing fountain, we are using a weathered, antique stone trough turned into a gentle, recirculating bubble fountain. The sound of water trickling over old stone introduces an immediate sense of peace. It masks ambient neighborhood noise, invites local birds to bathe, and cools the surrounding air, creating an oasis-like microclimate on hot summer afternoons. Functional beauty. The raised beds. Further into the garden, we transition into the edible zone. Here, we've constructed raised garden beds using thick, unpainted cedar planks. These beds are arranged in a classic, formal geometric grid, reminiscent of a traditional French potager garden. Inside these beds, the lines blur completely. Vibrant red heirloom tomatoes climb up rustic willow obelisks, surrounded by companion plantings of French marigolds, alpine strawberries, and delicate, edible chamomile flowers that can be harvested for evening tea. Part 7. Final reveal and styling tips. The layering of textiles. With the structural work complete, the final magic happens in the styling. This is where you can infuse your personal story into the space. We start by layering textiles that feel tactile, soft, and entirely natural against the rugged textures. For the kitchen windows, we are choosing simple, unlined Belgian linen cafe curtains in an oatmeal shade. They allow plenty of natural light to filter through while providing privacy and a soft, rhythmic movement whenever a gentle breeze blows in. Table settings and lighting. On the dining table, skip the formal tablecloths. Opt instead for a simple linen runner, handmade ceramic dinnerware with uneven edges, and a scattering of antique brass candlesticks holding beeswax tapers that flicker beautifully at dusk. Lighting is crucial for setting the mood. We avoid harsh overhead recessed lights. Instead, we rely entirely on low-level illumination. Small pleated shade lamps tucked into corners, warm undershelf LED strips, and low-voltage copper path lights in the garden. A beautiful home isn't created overnight. It's gathered slowly, piece by piece, balancing the strength of the earth with the softness of daily life. Embracing the Patina. As you live in this space, remember to embrace the natural wear and tear. A small stain on the marble, a scratch on the wooden table, or a bit of moss on the garden stones isn't a flaw. It's a beautiful sign of a life well lived. This design hybrid works because it doesn't demand perfection. It asks you to appreciate the beauty of the present moment, the changing of the seasons, and the simple joy of an indoor-outdoor lifestyle that nourishes the soul. Creating a home that feels authentic to who you are is a journey, not a race. By blending the sun-warmed strength of Mediterranean architecture with the whimsical romance of cottagecore, you create a sanctuary that truly stands the test of time. I hope this makeover blueprint has inspired you to look at your own kitchen and garden spaces with fresh eyes, seeing the hidden potential waiting to be uncovered just beneath the surface of your current layout. If you fell in love with this hybrid design concept, please hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and drop a comment below letting me know which feature was your absolute favorite. I love reading your thoughts. Thank you so much for spending your valuable time with me today. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep designing with love, and I will see you in the very next video. Bye for now.
Bye.